Hey folks, Lee Collins here. I was talking with a friend, so I thought I'd just make a little video. This might be helpful to you as well. We were talking about targeting for ads. We were talking about they were running ads, and actually, here's the trick. They weren't running ads. Don't get the misimpression that they were doing split testing and testing audiences and testing messages. They were running one ad, just one, and they thought that that one ad would be like magical and just do everything that they needed to do, and of course it won't, because that's really not the way you do it. When you're running ads, you need to really test things. You need to split test things. You need to test audiences. You need to test your message. You need to test your copy. You need to test your headlines. You need to test everything. That's the only way, and that's the real professional way to do it. If you're just throwing up an ad just to see if it'll work, you know, come on, you're just throwing crap against the wall to see if it'll stick. You're not doing what you need to do. So one of the things we were talking about was the audience, because when we're looking at ads and we're looking at what are you doing with the ads, the biggest thing that I look at is who's your who are you targeting, who's the person that will be interested in this. And one of the lessons I learned a long time ago is if I'm talking to a business owner, entrepreneur, whoever it is, everybody's a business owner, right? So if I'm talking to them and I say, can you tell me who your target audience is? And they start with these two words. These two words tell me right up front that they really haven't done any research or just throwing crap against the wall to see if it'll stick. So here's the two words. So when they start the two words, I say, hey, who's your target audience? And they say, anybody who. I know that they really just don't know. And that's okay. You know, business owners shouldn't know, because when you're doing ads, I mean, you got your creative person, you got your copywriter, you got your researcher, you got the person who runs the ads, you got your split test person, you got your person who studies the analytics and to see what's going on there. So really the job of running an ad from start to finish is at least 5 different skill sets, 5 different people. Now one of the things I've discovered is over the years, if a business owner hires you to run ads or do any kind of paid ads for them on Facebook, Twitter, Google, Bing, wherever, you know, or some of the other networks actually do better than those. The thing that they have in their mind is, well, you're the expert, you should know. Well, no, I don't automatically just know who your target market is. That has to be researched. And if you know who it is, then great, give it to me, and we'll go from there. And 9 times out of 10, obviously, 10 times out of 10, they just don't know. So the who, find your who, know your who. Who is your audience? That's one of the most important things that you can do with anything. I'm not talking about just ads here. I'm talking about your website, your Twitter page, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your copy. Even when you're meeting someone face to face, and they say, "Hey, what do?" You need to be able to express to them who you work with, what you do for them, the results that they normally get. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is you can't guarantee results as per FTC, because the government likes for us to equate ourselves to the lowest common denominator, which is usually people who aren't doing anything. So that's a whole separate rant. I'll just stop that one, put that rant aside, we'll go to that one later. The point of this video is just to share with you who is your who. It's the most important thing that you can ever know about your business. People used to ask me, how did you do so well with direct mail? It was because I sat down and I figured out who my who was better than anybody else I was allegedly competing with. I never compete with anybody. I compete with myself to do better than I did yesterday. That's in life and in business. I don't care what anybody else is doing. That's irrelevant to me. Perfectly, completely, 100% irrelevant. I don't care what other people are doing. I care about what's working for me, because that's the only thing that matters. I encourage you to maybe think the same way. So anyway, who's your who? Most of you don't know who your who is. You start your answer with anybody who, and because of that, I know you don't. So please sit down, think about your who. Think about who it is that wants, desires the service that you want to provide to them, the product, the service, the opportunity, whatever it is, doesn't matter. So think about your who. It's your most important thing that you'll ever do in your business. So that's it for today. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow about well, you'll see tomorrow. Anyway, talk to you later. Thank you for your time. And oh, by the way, I hope you're liking the new office. We're getting it set up. I still need to do drywall. We still have some work to do down here, but the space is coming together beautifully. You can't see it, and I'm not going to let you see it yet, but right off to here, through this direction, is my little library and sitting room. So I've got a library and sitting room, got my office here that I have the lights and the camera and everything all set up. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. It's really a great creative space for me. Feels very comfortable and cozy. I just really love it here in my new office. So I hope you enjoyed as well. Watch for more videos. I'll talk to you again soon.